Hi, it's Aaron here, Killer Action 14, 16, 18, and I just was gonna give you my final thoughts on the Traxxas Telluride 4x4. Like I said I was going to do, I put the Castle Creations brushless system in there. I don't know why I have the power cell, Traxxas power cell in there. It is big and does take a lot of space. So yeah, that's what I've done. A couple things that I'll show you that I've done. In here, in the car, as you can see, I've put the fan on the motor, the ESC. I mounted the ESC and the fan in there, and I put the motor, mounted it in the motor mount, and adjusted some gears in there. Also, another thing I did over here, I ran my cord up under the ESC into here, into the 4-channel receiver box. Right up into there. It is, the receiver box is waterproof, but the Castle Creation stuff isn't. So yeah, I do have the 3800 kV motor, which I have done. You guys can see a more formal review on that on the Traxxas / review on my channel. Another thing is, I adjusted the shocks on here. I put like one over here, one of a space here, and then I put 2 up front. So it is a little better now that you can, yeah, it's alright now. But yeah, another thing I did, damaged it. Right here you can kind of tell the difference between these two body mounts. This one got scraped. I did like a huge flip on this truck and kind of messed up the body mount there. Well, I did want to say the power cell, I charged at 2 amps on my Profit Plus charger, and gotta say, I mean, just because my lipos aren't here yet, this battery isn't bad. It went crazy fast. It still does good even for nickel metal. I mean, people make it sound like it's crap, but I mean, it's good for what it comes. I mean, because it comes with the car. I mean, it is an okay battery. So that's that. Right now, just because I guess this car is so new, they don't have any spare parts out right now, I guess so that sucks. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to show you. There's 2 screws in here, right back here. I'm pointing my finger directly at them. You untwist those 2 screws, and underneath these 2, and this slides off. The whole rear disconnects, and there's you can see your spur gear in there. It is connected to a metal rod. I'll kind of give you a demonstration. This is the metal rod that's in there for 4-wheel drive, and this is the spur. So you can see it, and the pinion's right there. The rod has to be of one with this spur gear, by which I mean they have to be, there's a spring, a bearing, and a nut that's twisted on here because this rod is threaded. And then there's another like nut on this side, and it has to stay tight so that this rod turns this instead of this just turning like that. That has happened to me twice. The nut on here gets really loose, and so this just turns, and now the wheels are not even turning because I guess my brushless system is too powerful once again on another car, and so that's pretty much what happens. It gets loose, and then you have to take off those 4 screws and dig in there and, you know, just fix it. fix up tighten it up and whatnot. So that's a pain in my butt. Another thing that I will be doing, I'm going to be putting this tack-on motor in here. It isn't as powerful and it's a little bigger, and it will be better because this spur gear that I will be using, it is 32 pitch, so that will be better. 32 pitch will definitely be better because of I guess just because it's safer to run brushless that way. I've heard from the Ultimate RC forums and the Traxxas Talk, as well as Traxxas.com, to put 32 pitch in if you were going to run brushless in this 4x4. So as you can see, I've pretty much tricked out this 4x4, except I haven't put any decent tires on here yet. These Kumho tires aren't bad, but they're not the best. Probably want to make this thing more of a monster truck and put some Proline Badlands on here and stick this tack-on motor in here, get some LiPo batteries, and I'll be set. Probably going to order the slipper clutch complete because I do not know if this thing, I don't think this thing has a slipper clutch just because it's made for trail rigs and not for bashing. But yeah, this is my final thoughts on it. Like I said, you probably don't want to run brushless. That's too powerful in here. Like, what I mean by that, I'm saying, like, don't be putting the Mamba Monster in here, or Mamba Monster in here, because, I mean, it's not going to work. It's just going to make everything messed up. You know, your internal screws will get loose, and your whole car will get jacked up. So I recommend, I don't even know, I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to put my tack-on motor in here and then I'll do another review on that. But my final thoughts on this car are really that you get what you pay for, and I paid $300 for this and I got something awesome out of it. It's a 4-wheel drive for $300. 4-wheel drive, independent suspension, I mean, awesome servo, everything waterproof that comes on it. The bumpers seem to be okay. People say, like, trucks high center off of the ear, like, flip easily, but this truck hasn't flipped easily on me yet, so it'd be good. Good with turning, you know, turning, and then it, you know, you get the point. But yeah, this has been another video by Killer Action 14, 16, 18. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and comment.